It's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and tier list rank all of the victim perks in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We have already recorded all of the family perks, and that video is going to be out when this video is out as well, so stay tuned for that. But we also have the family perks, the victim perks to rank as well. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that in this video. It's gonna be a little bit longer. The tier list page wasn't updated yet with Wyatt's perks. So we're going to have to kind of do this half-assed because I don't have the time to screenshot and cut and edit and add to the Wikipedia page or the fandom page. So you guys understand the deal. We're going to do Wyatt's perks, unique perks right here first. And then we're going to go over there. He has 4 unique perks. Then we're going to pop off. So let's go ahead and pop on over. Give me a second here. I'm going to actually deactivate my webcam and reactivate it because it seems to be slightly laggy. So hopefully that is a little bit better for you guys. And let's pop on over to the live scene. First things first, we're going to go ahead and do Wyatt's unique perks. And the grade scale is basically S tier all the way down to D tier or horrible. And his unique perks are kind of doo-doo. There's not a lot of good ones. First one is here in his meta tree, where awareness reveals the family member's hit by a throwing knife only to Wyatt for 30 seconds. What a worthless fucking piece of shit perk, dude. It's already bad. First off, hitting the family members is easily avoidable. You can juke them as family. Sometimes the iframes don't work. You know, and the crosshairs are all fucked up, especially in public match. So it's a little bit tough. This perk is dog water. It's D tier, bottom of the barrel. His other 3 perks are going to be blind spot. Hitting Grandpa with a throwing knife makes Wyatt undetectable by him for his next scream. Also, the amount of Grandpa's blood is reduced by 50. This is decent. This is not a bad perk. It's going to be C tier or D tier. Let me look at the chat. Let me look real quick. What do I even have these at? Let's see. Okay, D is the worst on this list. So this is going to be C, simply because it does have the option to reduce Grandpa's blood and you get a free scream out of it at level 3. Not only does it take damage from Grandpa, the initial, but it adds an additional 50 on top of it. So you get a Grandpa stab, he goes down a level, right? That's 100 points. Get 150 plus the scream. So it's not bad, but again, it's not necessary. Just fucking stab and run. Moving on, Dauntless. Wyatt has 50% chance per throwing knife of retrieving it by getting close to the family member who was hit, stunned by the knife. If you are not running the meta perks, or the meta tree, which is basically knife retrieval anyways, this perk on paper is great. It sounds S tier. You get a 50-50 chance if you hit those knives. It's just really hard to hit those knives right now. Super hard to hit those knives. And of course, you know, sometimes they disappear. Sometimes they go, whatever the case may be. You got to get close anyways. I feel like it's not D tier. It's not B tier. This is just going to go back into C tier again. It's not necessary. Knife retrieval and his star sign is going to be much better. And finally, his last unique perk is versatile. If at least one throwing knife is in Wyatt's inventory, bone chimes can be cut down and does not consume a knife. Cutting down bone chimes is 50% faster, whether they are cut down by a throwing knife or a bone shard. This is a D tier perk, chat. No one gives a fuck about bone charms. No one gives a shit about them not consuming. You don't even consume a fucking knife to begin with. Bone chimes, when you cut bone chimes down, it doesn't even consume the bone shard. So why would it consume the knife as well? It doesn't make sense. This is D tier perk. Terrible. Terrible. Moving on. We officially now have the tier list where the rest of the perks. So those are the ones that just did not make it to this list simply because nobody updated the Wikipedia page yet. Or I keep saying Wikipedia, but the fandom page And again, I don't have time to go out and actually cut all these out and add it to the fandom page. So hopefully somebody does that soon at some point. Maybe one of my subscribers will do that, so we can have a proper tier list with Wyatt's perks added. But in the meantime, here we are. Moving on, chat. Let's go ahead and pop on over to the good old-fashioned agitator. And with the introduction of Bones, this perk has seen a really big resurgence. B tier, it's mid. Mid would be C. So above average is B. Again, simply because it's still a really versatile perk to use against Grandpa, especially at level 3, 2.5 levels with 1 stab. But again, not everybody is going to be doing this blood build shit when Bones's perks or attributes, sorry, get fixed. There's not going to be a lot of people running blood builds. We're back to high damage and speed. Okay. We do have a little bit of a cheat sheet just in case. If you guys want to know, SOS, this is, am I bleeding? When your health is below 10, 25, and 40, you are highlighted to all fellow victims. D tier, dog water, bullshit, not even necessary. This perk is so worthless. You don't even need to, we don't even need to talk about it anymore. Artful Dodger. When within 6, 8, and 10 meters of a family member, nearby crawl spaces are highlighted and opened with 1 tap. Fucking D tier. It's better than SOS, I'll tell you that. But bottom of the barrel. A lot of these are just going to be dog water. Why do you even need this? Why was this made into a perk? Come on, man. Come on. Back for Blood. When sneak attacking Grandpa, aka just stabbing Grandpa, you decrease family bond by an extra 10, 20, 30, and heal for 5, 10, 15. Now, again, this is C tier because it's a good perk enough to where it becomes mid, because you do get a little bit extra damage on Grandpa's blood. You also heal yourself when you stab Grandpa. This might have some form of a very rare scenario where it actually works and does something for you. But other than that, it's pretty mid. It's just, it's got good stats on it. It's just, it's fucking, nobody uses it, man. Come on. Bad Blood. Upon death, your killer's damage output is reduced by 30, 40, 50 for 120 seconds, and they will be highlighted on the map for 120 seconds. It won't save you, but it can help extra victims. Anytime you put a perk on in your skill tree or in your loadout that requires you to die, you're an idiot. Knock it off. This, easily. Even worse. Okay? D. Get it out of here. This should be Barroom Hero. Your stun time is reduced by 20, 40, 60. This perk's cracked as fuck. It's not meta because there's not a lot of people that have it in their trees and there's better perks. But if you want to just fuck around, be high toughness and Barroom Hero, you basically instantly get up the second that you get downed. It's actually happened where I'm waiting for the rev of a chainsaw, because when you overhead somebody, you got to wait a fucking second and then swing. By that time, for me to wait so I don't stall on my Leatherface swing, Barroom Hero procced and got this person up with 50 toughness. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Been working out. Your strength is increased by 3, 5, and 7. You guys know the deal. Any strength increases outside of proficiency and endurance, we'll get to that in a minute, are going to be A tier. Extra 7 attribute points in the strength category can never hurt, and there's no downside to it. So definitely. Blood Dar, this is a unique Virginia perk. Tainted blood buckets also highlight any family member. This is F. There is not one Virginia on this world, on this earth, that contaminates the blood buckets. Absolutely worthless perk. Moving on. I don't even have to talk about it. Blood Clot, ladies and gentlemen. Receive 10, 20, and 25% health whenever Grandpa activates his sonar ability. Blood Clot is a Maria perk. It's a unique Maria perk. And actually, this is not bad for Maria. Blood Clot is kind of in the B tier. Let's go ahead and put it here. Simply because that is a nasty fucking stat line, yeah? Receive 25 health every time Grandpa activates his sonar. Has 4 charges. It's not bad, especially if you're doing the screams late game, right? Late game, I'm low, I need a heal, 25, bang. You guys know the deal. Bomb Squad, S tier. We guys already know this. This is an absolute known perk. S tier. Bomb Squad, you're able to disarm 4 traps per game without the use of a bone scrap, and disarming is 50% faster. This has been meta since day 1, and it is still meta in this game. Moving on. Should be bounced back better, if I'm not mistaken. Healing items used on you are 40% more effective. Counts for being healed and healing yourself. Bounce back better allows you to basically have poor man's extra drip, and that's an S tier perk for me, dude. Facts. The bounce back better on some of the people that don't have extra drip in their tree. Bounce back better is a very viable replacement. It gives you drip without having the drip. It's instant, in fact. Sometimes it's even better. Choose fight, meta, chat, meta. It's not Bomb Squad meta, but it's above BBB. Let me tell you, choose fight's the most broken perk in the game. Absolutely. Simply because you get stunned for 5 seconds, standing there on top of whatever else they're running. If they're running high shrink builds, it adds extra time. If it's Leland, it adds extra time. It's so much that could be in the scenario here with choose fight. You guys know how many times we've lost games as family because of choose fight, as we're sitting there watching them kick the generator in our face because of that. Choose fight. Choose fight. Flight. Sorry, choose flight. Used to be the heyday. The heyday. 1 charge. It's not D tier, chat. It's going to be bottom of mid. It's still a good perk because it gives you 1 extra charge of stamina, which very well may save the game or your life. However, it's no longer meta because it was 3 charges at one point. It was impossible to counter, but they nerfed it significantly, so it is now mid. Clear Eyes clears your vision to help identify poison objects, traps, and locks set by the cook and range, yada yada. It's also does, you know, hitchhiker traps and everything. I've only found use for Clear Eyes to be good on Family House because it's so small. This perk though is its cheeks. It's going to be the top of D tier. It's just not good. It's not necessarily even, you know what I mean, useful. Coagulate, another Virginia unique perk. Virginia's powder cloud drains 20 and 50% of the blood being carried by any family member who enters it. Right now, this is a decent perk. Again, it's not in her meta tree, so it's going to go here in mid. It's not good, but it's not bad, dude. Again, anytime you can drain that stamina, especially with killers that use violent or killers that are trying to feed and go crazy, anytime Virginia has that ability, it's okay. But again, she has this in her star sign. You hit somebody with the powder, you could do the stamina drain or the blood drain. It's even better. Okay. Conditioned. When you completely run out of stamina, it takes 60% less time to start regenerating. Basically, poor man's fired up, and it actually has to have you completely run out of stamina. Again, I think this might be the top of C tier because it's still mid, but it's a very viable perk if you have ever run into that scenario. Cover charge. Sprinting uses 50% less stamina for 15 seconds upon exiting a hiding spot you occupied for at least 5 seconds. Actually, a perk that is requiring you to camp for a minute just to get a decent speed boost. Again, it's going to go to the top of mid because it's better than this, but it's not meta, man. Okay. Cover recovery. Stamina recovery increases by 60% while using hiding spots and shadows. Again, requiring you to find a shadow in the first place and camp. It's just going to go to the second in C tier here. Okay. Deadbolt. Doors you latch are 30% tougher to barge. Garbage. Put it here. A worthless perk. Chat, worthless perk. You guys know the deal. Dead weight. When you're the last victim alive, the family's proximity radius is 60% smaller than it usually is. Again, sounds good on paper, but this actually hurts you. This is a D tier perk. It actually hurts you simply because you want to know when they're close to you. And when it requires them to be stupidly up close to you, then you got a problem. It's actually a bad perk. And how the fuck is it a strength perk? I'll never know. Dietitian Maria, any blood fed to grandpa after he has been sweet talked is 20% less effective for the next 3 feeds. This is an A tier perk, chat, and it's going below all these because, again, we really use a lot of different builds with Maria. Dietitian makes it in every once in a while. This is an A tier Maria perk for sure, simply because of the numbers. 20% less effective on feeds for 3 feeds is kind of gnarly, especially with what's going on right now. When you're the last victim standing, proficiency and stealth is increased by 8 points. Do or die is a Maria perk. This is bottom of the barrel, chat. Anything that procs when you're the last alive and only increases it by 8 points. You've already pretty much maxed out proficiency at this point. It's only going to help stealth, and with stealth being so stupidly dumb and low, it doesn't make a difference. This perk's ass. Okay, efficient backstabber is next. You're looking at sneak attacks have a chance to not consume a bone scrap. 20%. It's mid as fuck. It never fucking procs. And yeah, bottom. This should be Grappler, efficient Grappler. You have a 20% chance to keep your bone scrap after using it in a close encounter. Again, this will go to the top of mid. It's still mid. It's mid, dude. Again, just find another 99 bone piles on the ground and get another scrap, dude. Okay. Efficient locksmith, S tier, chat. We have officially arrived in the S tier. Efficient locksmith gives you a 40% chance to keep the unlocked tool that you used. It's absolutely meta. It's saved multiple games. And yes, it's fucking meta. And I know you guys are going to come in here and say that efficient locksmith is not S tier. It's trash. Get up out of here. Okay. I don't want to hear it. It's one of the best perks ever in this game. That's facts. Empowered. Man, it got gutted. After surviving a close encounter, you regain 90% stamina. This is a mid perk, but maybe top of mid. Without the health gain like it used to have, Empowered has really fallen off. Default perks, exit strategy. After unlocking a door, the doors stay highlighted for all victims. That shit trash. Put it here. Extra drip. Guys, we already know this is meta, and this is going above S tier. Once again, anything that gives you additional health without having to do anything, except for drinking a health bottle, is going to be absolutely, positively broken. As you guys know, extra drip got a significant nerf, and it is still absolutely broken. Absolutely broken. Next S tier perk is going to be Fast Hands. Fast Hands is going to pop its way probably above EL, simply because it's too strong, but maybe not above that. Let's put it here. Fast Hands. All proficiency characters would, excuse me, love access to this. If a family member is within 10 meters, you gain 75% more progression towards the lockpicking minigame. It's absolutely broken. It still is. Fight and flight. Choose both. After surviving a close encounter, movement speed is increased by 10% and stamina consumption is reduced by 15 seconds. Absolute mid. Mid. Just no need for any perks that are relatable to this. It's just not good. After surviving a close encounter, the family you fought has stamina regeneration reduced by a magnitude. Garbage. When have you ever had this happen to you? This is D tier. D tier. Virginia Maria, first in, last out. When you're the last victim standing, strength and endurance is increased. Again, mid. It's mid. Dude, get it out of here, man. Last alive. In fact, this is probably top of D tier now, because the numbers aren't bad. Strength and endurance are decent enough attributes to garner an additional 8. But again, you're more than likely already having maximum endurance. Fish hooks. Sneak attacks decrease the family's max stamina for a limited time. Max stamina is reduced by 75% for 30 seconds. Again, anything that requires you to pull off that backstab, it's going to be D tier. This is going to probably be way down here. Yeah. It's not worth it. Forward thinking, after escaping the basement, valve handles and fuse locations are highlighted for 20 seconds. Bang. This is an A tier perk, and we're putting it at the top. It's tough because it's not S tier quite, because it's not in a lot of people's meta paths, and obviously it's only available on Virginia, Anna, and Maria. However, it is a strong perk, especially when you are new, maybe, or if you want to like get those quick escapes. You're going against a SWAT squad. You need to get those valve handles while they're in the cutscene. It's always a good start. Good start. Okay, full hearts. While below 25%, all healing items are highlighted. Garbage. We know where all the spawns are. Fucking worthless perk. Fuse lights. When the fuse box is turned on or off, all family members in the fuse box are highlighted for 30 seconds. Garbage. Get it out of here. We know where the fuse box is. We don't need to be highlighted. We know where the family's going to go. They're going to go camp the box to turn it off, or they're going to rush the basement to body block. There is no need for this perk. Get it off me. When escaping a trap, each button tap in minigame adds 80% more points to the progress bar and 20% less points to failure bar. Again, just something you don't need. You don't need this. There's going to be so much bad perks in here, chat. Grappler, S tier, bring it in. You guys already know the deal. It's not choose fight meta. It's not that either. Grappler's going there. Each button tap during a close encounter is worth more towards winning the struggle. Button taps are 30% more effective. Absolutely meta perk. Of course, it's only available on Leland. So again, if you ain't running the grappler route, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Hands off, Virginia. Picking up powder prevents anyone else from picking up powder. Fucking, oh man, get it on the bottom. Terrible. Hair or meat. If a family member is within 10 meters, 100% more points are awarded for each button tap during the Valve minigame. The Valve minigame. Very situational. You got to be the one to be there. This is D tier. There's got to be a family member there. Again, terrible. Just get it out. Head start. Valves and fuses are highlighted for 60 seconds at the start of the game. Danny unique perk. Again, maybe the top of D tier. It's just not worth it because you already know where everything spawns in this game. Again, not necessary. Okay, now we're going to get back into A tier with highly skilled. This is your proficiency is increased by 7. We know that proficiency is the most broken attribute stat in TCM for victims. Anytime that you can add an additional 7 points to your proficiency, it is a W. Absolute A tier. It's not S because, again, there's some people that don't have access to this, but it's A tier for sure. Okay. High tolerance. Sissy's poison isn't as effective on you. Second to last. Again, you have to have a sissy in the game to even make this worth it. And you also have to get hit by her powder. You're wasting a perk slot for something better. Get it out of here. Hush or die, and then I can do this, and I can make it. These next 3 perks are the worst perks in the game, chat. When dropping below 5% health, below 5%, you bleed that out even faster. These are the worst perks in the game, and that's bar none. Bar none. The worst. Get them out. Okay, bottom. Next, I know engines. Getting within 40 meters of Bubba while his chainsaw is active applies the noisemaker VFX to Leatherface. This allows the perk holder to track Leatherface for 15 seconds. Sounds good. It's trash. You know where Bubba is. You can fucking hear him. You don't need to see that you can hear him. It's trash. Immunity. Walking through poison clouds or consuming poison health items does not affect you. Has 7 charges. Now this perk is a little slept on. Okay? Once again, it's only available on Danny, Virginia, and Maria, but it's not bad. This is a B tier perk, but it gets a C tier ranking simply because of because you have to have a sissy in the game for it to even work. Intuition, holding a key item, highlights the location it can be used. Chat, Intuition is an S tier default perk. This is beautiful. This gives you the upper hand, knowing, okay, I instantly can go to where I need it to go. Not only does it help noobs and new players to the game, but this will absolutely assist you even as a veteran, because now you have the intel. Trust me, intuition is slept on. When leaving a hiding spot, you take 35% less damage for 11 seconds. Stupid mid. Again, it's mid, but it ain't bad because you're taking less damage. It's mid as fuck. Jump scare. Triggering bone charms and chickens increases your sprint speed by 10% for 12 seconds. Jump scare is not terrible, guys. This is a C tier perk, though. It's mid. It's pretty strong on Graveyard. All the new puddles and jump scare works on puddles and all the fucking bone charms and chickens. Jumpstart, S tier, ladies and gentlemen, and it's moving up. It's going above drip. S tier, Jumpstart. Stamina consumption on dashing is reduced by 50%. This essentially gives you free choose flight. It's a W. I don't even need to explain any more than that. Knock knock. After escaping your restraints, all basement exits are highlighted for 60 seconds. This is a perk great for noobs, but it's F tier. No need. D tier, trash. No need for it. You guys will memorize the basement in 5 games. Last ditch effort. Dropping below 30% of max health will automatically equip a bone scrap. This only happens if you have a slot available. C tier perk. Not terrible. Again, dropping below, but there's just so much better shit. If a tampered exit is open, the exit will be highlighted for 15 seconds longer. Again, we know where everything spawns. This is D tier. Grandpa is 100% less alerted by the noise you make during the start of a game. D tier, we're always rushing. Again, no need. Lone survivor, the last victim alive will receive a 20% added to max health and stamina. This also increases the amount of time family members will be highlighted for 30 seconds. Lone survivor is C tier. This is going to go somewhere over here. That's not bad stats. Those stats aren't bad. Lucky lockpicker, the very first time you use a lock tool, it has a 50% chance of not being consumed. Stop being dweebs. It's D tier. And just remember that you have access to efficient locksmith, which is only a 10% less percentage chance. However, it's much better because it works on every door, not just the first door. Medical benefits. Healing a fellow victim also heals yourself. The amount of health received will be 80% of total healing applied to your teammate. We finally got our first B tier perk in a while. Medical benefits is slept on simply because there's better healing perks. Simple. But if this is all you got, this is a great one for sure, especially if you're a medic. If you're trying to be a team player and help heal your victims, which rarely happens in this game, that people actually heal their friends, it's good. Meter reader, when a family member operates a generator, both the family member and generator are highlighted. Come on, man. We already know. It gives you some good intel. This might be up here a little bit higher. It gives you some good intel, but it's not necessary. All noise generated with interacting with the crawl spaces or gathered is completely disregarded. Has 5 charges. Again, if this was unlimited, maybe. But again, fuck it, dude. Just spam it. Who cares? Be faster in this game, everybody. Be faster. Virginia's Powder Cloud highlights family members who enter it. Oh my God, this might have taken the cake. This might have taken the fucking cake. I don't think it's that bad, but that's terrible. No cell. Chat, we have hit the no cell realm, and now I'm torn. Drip is going to be better. No cells can save your life, but they can also be depleted in seconds. It's still an S tier perk. No cell prevents you from taking damage on the first 3 hits as 80%. So you take 80% reduced damage. No shock. Once a tamper generator or car battery is turned on, all connected objects are highlighted. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. If the pressure valve, no stopping. If the pressure valve or basement exits are opened or the electric cattle grid is disabled, your stamina depletion will be reduced by 15%. It sounds good on paper, but again, this is bottom of the barrel mid. The stats aren't bad, but it gets mid because you're not using this. You're not using this. No time to bleed. After being incapacitated, you get back up 50% quicker. Just use Barroom Hero. It's better. This is trash. Okay. Moving on to Out of My Head. Reduce Nancy's effectiveness by applying 80% increase in her ability depletion rate and reduces the time of any poison effect by 6 seconds. This is a unique Danny perk, and that shit's ass. Get it out of here. Nobody plays Nancy anyway. Overlooked. A tier, dude. Factual. Top of A tier. Overlooked is stupid. When Grandpa's sonar ability is active, you will remain undetected. If you are spotted, has 4 charges. Parting Gift is next. When another victim escapes, all family members are highlighted to the perk holder for 60 seconds. Garbage. I'm just gonna breeze through these, chat. We're basically all in the trash now. Sweet Talking Grandpa heals you by 20% of your maximum HP. This is C tier. C tier. Pick on Me. While using a lockpick, the door or gate you are attempting to open will be highlighted. F. Get it out. D tier. Let's start breezing. These are all trash. While above 80% health, victims within 6 meters take 20% less damage. Protective Aura. C tier. It's got a great ability, but it's very utilized. It's very situational of the utilization. You know, if a family member is within 10 meters, crawl spaces can be opened within 1 button tap. Again, no one gives a shit. It's terrible. You don't have to use it ever. Okay? Spam it. You get it open in 1 second anyway. Radar Detective. While Grandpa's sonar ability is activated, all family members are highlighted for 5 seconds. Again, very unnecessary. You know where the family is going to be. They're camping. They're patrolling. You can hear them. You can see them. Rally Leader. Help all victims recover from being incapped more quickly. Recovers 35% faster. This perk is slept on. This is a B tier perk. Because of in-cap speed, 35% is a big time increase. However, okay, you have to be level 3 for that 35%. It's a small jump. It's a big jump, actually. So Rally Leader is not bad, man. It's not bad. Okay. Moving on to Ran Track. Once again, this is an A tier perk. It's going to go right below highly skilled. Ran Track increases your endurance by 7 points. This is once again one of those perks. Anytime you get free 7 points to endurance is huge. Helps you distribute your attribute points in other places. Rescue Medic. Healing others adds 100% more health to your target while simultaneously healing you a random amount. Rescue Medic. B tier. It's going there. In fact, it's going to go right there. This is a decent perk, man. This perk is really strong on Virginia, especially if you're healing with powder. Super good. Resilient. When under 5% health, bottom of the barrel, chat. This one is not as bad as these 3. Not as bad as the stealth one, but the worst perks in the game. Sabo, chat. This might be, oof. Here we are, man. Saboteur is an absolute meta perk. After using a generator or fuse box, the interaction cooldown for family members is 30 seconds longer. We already know how strong this is. When all victims are alive and before any of you have escaped, you receive 15% bonus to your max health and stamina. Safety in numbers sounds really, really, really good on paper, but you only would be really worth it going with a 4-stack. This perk sucks because randoms suck, but the numbers are good, so it gets to C tier. Sanguine Shadow, 60% health if you can get into a hiding spot or Stay motionless, and even in like grass that's covering you well. This is a decent perk, but it's still mid. Sanguine. If it was 80% or even 100% health reduction, you know, now we're talking. After being injured, you are able to recover 70 stamina by avoiding damage for the next seconds. 7 seconds. D tier. Get it out of here. No need. Seeing red. Performing a sneak attack on a family member will highlight them for all victims. Again, useless. Nobody needs that shit. Slippery. Meta. We are in the S tier perks. It's going to go at the bottom. Maybe right here. S tier. Slippery allows you to navigate crawl spaces and gaps at a 15% extra speed for 7 seconds. And it does stack. So yes, if you have a nice loop, you'll never be caught. Super good. But again, it's not not the top 10, but it's S tier. Sneaky Pete, anything that increases your stealth, it's fucking garbage. Bottom of the barrel next to all the other ones. We all know why. Stealth is worthless in this game. Speed search, again, absolutely worthless. You already can spam everything fast anyways. Why would you want speed search? That make no damn sense. Okay, moving on to spotter. If a family member moves within close proximity to where you are currently hiding, they will be highlighted for all victims to see. Again, so unbelievably situational. It's just D tier trash. Storyteller, Maria, unique perk. After sweet talking Grandpa, Maria will see all family members highlighted for 10 seconds. Worthless. Get it out of here. Stunt double. We're going into the S tier once again. Bottom of S tier, maybe above this. Again, I feel like intuition is going to be last. Stunt double might be above BBB as well. Stunt double, anytime that you make a jump from a window or climb down a well, you're going to do 70% less damage, fall damage to yourself. There you go. It's S tier. Same with Taekwondo. We are moving Taekwondo up to S tier, and Taekwondo, you might as well throw it right next to choose fight because it's just as bad. Anytime you get a door slam on somebody, they are stunned for 8 fucking seconds, man. 8 seconds. Insane. Talk and run. After sweet talking Grandpa, stamina consumption is reduced by 75%. Believe it or not, this is a decent Maria perk. It's going into B tier, bottom of the barrel. Again, I don't feel like Maria's even more above a B. But this perk is nice, dude. Especially after a sweet talk and you're playing Maria the way you want to play Maria. There they are. Family members within 6 meters of a tampered object for more than 2 seconds are highlighted to you for 10 seconds. Oh my God. Garbage. Garbage, man. They really butchered Danny's fucking uniques, yeah? Tool tracks. After escaping your restraints, all tools within 50. Get it out of here. All right, now we're looking. Tougher stuff. Your toughness is increased by 7 attribute points. Again, we're going into A. This is going to go bottom of A because, or right below highly skilled and ran track, simply because toughness is a little bit wonky right now. Tourniquet, after consuming a health item, you don't bleed out for 30 seconds. Mid. C tier. Not bad. Not necessary. Not good. Virginia, trace chemical powder collection points within 10 meters are highlighted to you. Again, if you need this, great. If not, understand. You'll memorize the locations fairly quickly, and you don't even have to do that. Moving on to the last 6 perks, chat. We have ourselves some Twinkle Toes. You have 75% chance not to trigger bone chimes while also completely avoiding chickens at level 3. This is an A tier perk, chat. Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes. In fact, it's going there simply because the brand new map is covered in puddles. It's covered in bone charms. It's covered in fucking chickens. Every map, every time gives you that option, especially paired with jump scare. Twinkle Toes might be a great combination that you guys would want to work off. This is a good perk. Wax on, went under 5%. We already know this is an F tier perk. Strength. let's put it here. Well maker, after being hit, wells within 30 meters are highlighted. Again, D tier, you already know where the wells are. These perks really cater to noobs that need help navigating the map, but even if you play for 5 hours, 4 hours even, you'll know some locations. Go in a private match and learn the wells. You don't need to waste a perk slot to find the fucking wells. Okay? Well trained, after jumping down a well, all bone scraps and unlock tools within 25 meters are highlighted. Again, D tier, not necessary. You know where everything spawns in the basement. Again, these perks cater to noobs, but you don't want to. Just learn the maps. Don't let it do it for you. What doesn't kill you? Our final S tier perk of the term, or of these, of the video. God damn it! It's gonna go right below fast hands, but what doesn't kill you? Super strong. If you avoid damage for 15 seconds after being hit, you get all of the 100% health back that you got hit from. And lastly, but not least, white meat, silencing nuggets, heals you for 15% HP. This is a F, D tier trash. Okay? Not necessary. So, ladies and gentlemen, official, here is your perk list of all victim perks. Remember, we put all but Dauntless in D tier for Wyatt's uniques, and Dauntless, we put it C tier. Okay? So that is the video. Let me know down in the comments section what you think. Where do you have your perks? What perk that I put in D tier that you think is S tier, and vice versa? I really want this to kind of be a debate. What do you guys use? What do you guys play with? And just let me know down in the comment section. Of course, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Hit the subscribe button, and of course, turn on that notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time I go live. You're on YouTube, over on Twitch, and anytime that I bring you brand new Texas Chainsaw Massacre content. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.